You got a song in your heart? Yes, you do. Ian James Milheim, everybody. Well, I would like to be very enthusiastic tonight. I would like to say I think it is fantastic that cancer is identified via moles and not freckles. Because otherwise it would be hard to tell if it had metastasized or if you were super cute. My grandma and both aunts didn't have it, so I don't feel good about that last part either. You're right. I found out they started making new models of Barbies, which I think is a wonderful thing. More curvy, different hair, shorter. And it's really good. I think that they should start also making less physically impressive Ken dolls, not because of some bullshit men's rights activist reason, but because it'd be good to know what you're in for if you're a little girl playing with these toys. I think you just take the body of a Shrek doll and stamp on a Ken head. Put some hair here-ish. It might be voice activated. Something along the lines of, fuck, I was about to scope that guy, don't walk in front of the screen. Or maybe, you came. You know, stuff like that, basic guy stuff. I'm in a happy relationship for the first time in my life, which is disconcerting. In that I assume the happier it gets, the more likely I am to get murdered. Or her. Equal opportunity murder. It's just, I don't have a lot of hope in my life, so I always figured kinda that, every slew of days with her is better than the previous slew of days without her. And all that cumulatively is like just a shot in the face of everything that came before. And it's just every time I realize that, I think another toe's gonna come off from a serial killer. I'm just really paranoid about it. The only upside I've ever seen to dating a white girl in the past is it's not gonna end in a hate crime, no matter what. I can't make that promise. It's like has anyone seen any movie with Chloe Sevigny? Any movie with Chloe Sevigny, the second she shows up, you know that something bad is going to happen to her. She's like ephemeral and innocent, and you see her on screen, and it's like, that head's coming off. Body's getting AIDS. There's no way around that. Another cool thing about this relationship means I will have a black kid, which I think is going to be hilarious. Because part of me wants to think that the blonde hair is going to come through, but I tried to do that in the Sims character creator, and my computer fucking crashed. And my neighbors, the whole network went down. Really. I just think it'd be weird for like some 17-year-old black kid to invite me back to his house, and I'm there in a black robe, kind of pitter-pattering from room to room. Hey Finn, a bug hurt me. Don't worry though, old Pop didn't kill it. He took it outside because exile is the true punishment. And I'm just like sunned down in some whimsical world of my own. I took a childhood development class recently. Learned two things. One, doesn't matter how you treat a baby. Two, if Tarzan acted anything like a real feral child, those would have been very different movies with much less happy endings. He could not grab a vine, he didn't learn to walk. And like 6 years passed, critical period's a bitch, dude, I'm sorry. But you're not gonna learn now. I also had some jokes about George the Jungle, but yeah, they were exactly the same. I think one really fun thing in this world where everyone's just upset with everything being too PC, one thing that never gets any notice, terrible twos. Think about that. Terrible twos. How broad and intense is that? These kids are terrible! They are wrecking, millions are dying. The only reason it's a loud is because they don't know what the fuck it means. You couldn't do that with a different group. You couldn't have, oh, grandma had a stroke. It's just a phase. She's in the awful 80s. It's the last phase. Probably make it past that. It's the, whatever kills her, we'll call it natural causes 90s. Before Valentine's Day, for a giggle, a couple gigs, went to the website for the sex store The Garden. Obviously, first thing I saw was a big picture of Wonder Dog that said, "Watch this man have anal sex." That link did not stay blue for long, and has gotten progressively pinker as the days have passed. But I saw that it had a real bent toward the 50 Shades of Grey market. A lot of the advertising was in that theme. And I thought that must be kind of annoying if you were really into BDSM before that came out. It'd be like your favorite band that was just, you saw shows in their garage and all of a sudden they hit it big and you're like, you don't know the history. Or maybe like a young Japanese upstart from Shibuya Terminal and he just loves to drift and he finds out that they're making a sequel to Fast and Furious called Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift. Which is, by the way, my favorite foreign film. Alright, that's the end of my time. Thanks a lot, guys.